for. It's a live meeting. This is
Live
a
meeting.
team meeting.
Live.
We're doing a listener Q&A.
Haterade. Come again some other day.
You could not like me, but I'm gonna keep being annoying.
Oh, I've been there, girl.
What happened? Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Gals on the Go podcast. It's Brooke.
And Danielle. We're coming to you guys from a new studio today.
New
studio alert. The gals are buzzing. We just came from the coffee shop. We had our little kiki sesh.
It was well needed.
I was like, I can't, like, we haven't seen each other in so long. I was like, we need to sit and have coffee before we, like, go record.
I know, and Danielle's buzzed on decaf.
Guys, I had 3 decaf coffees today, and I'm buzzed. Like, you can't tell me it doesn't work.
That is giving old woman.
It's
like,
giving old woman.
Giving
My shirt's giving
retired.
old woman. Like, I am just giving old woman today.
A little bit.
No, it's okay.
Oh, no, you're embracing it.
I mean, our shirts are kind of the same.
Oh,
so
no.
similar
I'm
vibes.
here for it.
You know, you have to do what you have
These,
to
like,
do.
lady jackets, I feel like if you would have told me that these would be in, like, when I was in college, I'd be like, are you kidding me?
No,
like,
I know.
I'm not elderly, you know?
No, I know. And now it's like, but it's kind of us reverting back to our, like, 15-year-old preppy selves.
Totally.
When we would shop at J. Crew.
And now we're
solely.
back at J. Crew.
Now we're back at J. Crew. I would even go to, like, Talbot's.
Talbot's.
Do you remember that store?
It's a British store? No.
Oh, no. You're thinking of, I know what you're thinking of.
Topshop.
No, not Topshop. Talbot's is, like, literally, like, mother's shop there. It's like I would in hopes of finding like some cool preppy piece that no one has.
Oh, you were trying to go the niche routes.
Yeah, you know, so
I was on like those online boutiques. Marley Lily.
Marley Lily,
I
the
know.
monograms.
Yes.
And like oh my God, there was like something elephant. Like there was just so many of those where you
memories
from the
unlocked.
past. I don't even know.
All right. Well, we're gonna have a great episode for you guys today. We're doing a listener Q&A, but we had you guys submit via Google form, so you could be a little more rogue on there.
We just feel like we do Q&As, and they're so fun, but you guys are limited to however many characters on the Instagram feature. So we were like, let's open the floor. We posted a little Google form, and you guys wrote paragraphs, and we appreciate it. Or not even that, like just more detailed questions.
Oh, totally.
So I just think it's so fun because then we get a pulse check of like what's going on with the gals.
Yeah, where are they?
Speaking,
well, so like, are they the gals?
Guys, so we talked about it in last week's episode. We've been doing this podcast for 5 years, 6 years in August, and we don't have a name for you guys, which is crazy. How rude of us.
That it's unacceptable, really, that it's gone that long.
No, and I think because we just always called you guys the gals, and you guys are the gals in the go, but then unfortunately, then what are we? Just pieces of dirt on the floor? Like,
no, because it doesn't make sense of where because you know, Gals on the Go was supposed to be us, but then at the same time, you guys are also Gals on the Go. But there needs to be some distinction between like us and you, so that if we're referring to ourselves, it doesn't get lost in translation.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we put out the message. On our Insta. Honestly, the Instagram game has been fucking killing it. I will say. Yeah, Gals on the Go podcast. Go follow. So we put it on there. We put the message out. We said, please help us name our listeners. Please help us.
Yeah, like what do you guys want to be called? A lot of people did say the gals, but it's just confusing. Like if we post like, you know, like let's say we're announcing live shows, like the gals, we're coming. Are we talking about us? Are we trying to tell you guys? So drop my phone. I wanted to read off some of our submissions that we got, and we can kind of live chat about them.
I'm so here for it. It's a live meeting. This is
live
a team meeting.
Live team meeting. We have Lucy over there. We're all just gonna like chat about it. First one, the gal pals or gal pals. I'm obsessed.
When I first heard it, I was like, oh, it's okay, but it's growing on me a lot. It really is. I think I like pals. Like,
I just can't believe we didn't think about it. Pals, gals, that rhymes. So we're trying to think of, because we were trying to think like, oh, gal group, gal crew, but it just doesn't sound right. But gal pals.
It does.
That hits.
And it sounds like kind of wholesome.
I'm kind of obsessed.
It's like Care Bears.
It is. It's kind of like Care Bears. Next up, a lot of people submitted this one. It's so crazy because no one sees what other people are submitting. But you guys all have the same idea. A lot of people said go-getters.
But
are we?
Are we really? Well, you guys might be go-getters.
I think, right, because it's you guys. So you guys are go-getters, but I feel like you guys also are like us and want to maybe rot on the couch, or you're hungover, or you want to feel like it's okay to not be doing your best in that moment. So, and I feel like if we're like at a bar and we're like,
The
met some
go-getters.
go-getters, it just.
That sounds like a motivation podcast,
Yes.
listeners. Like it would be like, oh my gosh, yes, good morning. I'm a go-getter. Like,
Yeah.
so nice to connect with fellow go-getters.
Yes, and like truly love the idea, but we just need to be realistic. Like,
Yeah.
are we all go-getters all the time? But like, we're always all gal pals. Okay, another one. On the goers.
Okay.
The only thing with goer, it just sounds like, oh, you're going to the bathroom. Like,
I think you're the only one who thought of that. I did
you know me,
not
I'm
think
always
of
thinking
that.
about the bathroom.
The potty talk.
Another
okay.
one we got was pink ladies.
Welcome to Greece.
No, I know. Someone
Hello,
else said
Sandy.
Pink army.
Pink army. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Are we going to combat?
No,
That's,
I know. Someone said the unblocked.
that's
Yeah.
funny, but that's like niche. You would have to. Well, I guess you do. If you're in, you're in. I like gal pals. I think that's cute because we're like, let's get pulse check. How are the gal pals? Like, we can,
Yeah. I mean, I'm
really
seeing girly pops. That's not really us. Thank you all for these submissions. It just allows us to kind of think off of it, but I feel like we need to decree that it's gal pals.
Oh, this is the official. I wish you
don't
had your
know.
judge gavel.
I
thing.
know.
Oh my gosh.
Judge Danny. It's been decided.
Gal pal. Are we doing gal pal one word? Gal pal.
Ooh. We could do a vote. We'll have to do a vote on the Instagram either way, which will already have happened by the time this episode's up. But
I know because you're officially decreeing
hey gal
it.
pals, hey gal pals. Like, does it correct you? Let me see if it corrects you because I hate when you type in a word and it's not really a word.
And then it moves
Gal
it to something
pal.
else.
Oh, it changes it
To gal space pals.
Yeah, it gives the red squiggly under it, and it makes me the
Well, because
Virgo
it's
in
not
me.
a real word.
Yeah, I think 2 separate words, right? Gal pals.
Yeah.
Hey, gal pals, we're
Cute.
coming to insert city here.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Cute. I'm here
Thank
for
you
it.
guys so much for helping us out
was
with that.
really great.
I honestly can't believe we didn't think of gal pals.
We were looking for that missing word.
Yeah.
The group, the squad, the like whatever. Maybe.
Yeah, crew.
Crew. Yeah.
Gals crew.
Troop. We were thinking
Like, yeah, we were troop, like theater kids, troop 180, like. But
Because that's like Girl Scouts too. Did you
Yeah.
have you had like a troop number in Girl Scouts? It was
Yeah,
like,
well, I wasn't in Girl Scouts.
You weren't?
No.
Was that not a thing in Florida?
It was. It just, my parents didn't like, it wasn't
you
a
were
thing.
in a troop.
I know
No.
you were. Though. It's so cute. I mean, I do
I
support the
served.
cookies though.
Oh yeah.
Every year I'll buy them, so don't worry about that.
I did see a TikTok that said actually, this is how you know inflation's bad because those Girl Scout cookies used to be expensive. Like I remember when I sold them, I was like, listen, I know these cookies are expensive, but you're supporting me, a troop member, you know? And now the cookies are cheap.
They're cheap now?
The prices remain the same. So I think they've always been $5 a box, but it used to be $5 a box. Oh my God,
I
a
see
pack
what
of
you're
Oreos is
saying.
$2. Why would I ever do this? And it's like, well, you're supporting your troops.
Yeah.
Like, but now.
Wow, they never changed the price. It's a fixed.
They
They got grandfathered in.
But I think that they've done the shrinkflation thing where they make the package smaller.
So you get less
This is
cookies.
an economics podcast
You
now.
hate to get
yeah.
less than mints. What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie? Isn't this coming up soon? I feel like it's in the
I think
spring.
it's in this time of year. I'm a classic. I like the, oh my God, I can't think of the name. The shortbread cookies. Are they daffodils? What is this?
Daffodils.
Why can't I think of the name?
There's tagalongs.
Those are peanuts. Allergic.
Oh, so definitely not.
Lethal. Yeah.
I don't know. I
What,
don't
do you
know.
like
Do
the
we
Thin
need
Mints?
to do like phone a friend?
Do you like Thin Mints?
They're my favorite.
Oh, I didn't realize that you're a chocolate and mint girly.
I am. Some people are not.
I'm not.
You're not. You don't like mints, I feel like.
No, it belongs in toothpaste and gum only. The fact.
No, it's definitely a thing, but I love it because it like cleanses the palate.
Mm-hmm.
But then it also tastes so good. Oh my gosh. And then if you freeze them, so good.
Interesting.
Yeah. So we need to get to the bottom of, I only know tagalongs and Thin Mints. Like, I don't even know why. Thank you. What is it?
Yes.
Trefoils.
Yes, that's them. And they
Oh
were
my
the
gosh.
most plain, basic one. Like it was not anything really remarkable, but they're good. They're all reliable. Thank you.
I was about to,
Yeah.
I was like, we need to phone a friend because it's going to bother us. I've never had trefoils.
Maybe we'll
That's
have
an
to buy a
interesting
box.
name.
You could buy them online now too.
On Amazon Prime?
Well,
But then is it supporting
I don't think
the Girl
so.
Scouts?
No, I think you have to go to the individual troops website and like pick which troop.
Okay,
and,
'cause,
you know,
yeah, I want to buy it from like Sally. Like I want to like
go
support
and
a
I know.
person.
Well, I miss. Did they do that in Florida where you would go to like outside?
Outside of like Publix, like the grocery store,
Yes,
they'd be
okay.
like standing there. And...
That was where I got my sales experience. Of course. That
No,
was where I
you
was
like
selling.
start at a young age.
They put me to work.
Also, speaking of, I saw you had been posting about Super Bowl commercials. Did you have like a favorite? Because none of them really stood out to me.
Not particularly.
I was bummed.
Like, I feel like there was good, like I saw one for Hero Cosmetics. I was like, oh my God, how iconic. Like they have a Super Bowl commercial, but like the commercial like fell flat for me.
Yeah, but it was cool that they had a commercial. I agree.
Yeah.
A lot of Temu taking over the world.
I've heard bad things about this Temu.
I haven't given it a go.
And my thing is, if
Go
you're going to
getter.
spend so much money and buy so many ad spots, at least make a better commercial. I mean, that commercial was terrible.
No, it was like everyone would just kind of like look down at their phone when that one came on because it was just like graphics and it was the same one every time.
Terrible.
No, I
At
know.
least tell a story. Like, my thing is when they make those amazing like story arc ones, like with the Budweiser or the like the car commercials or whatever, I'm locked and I'm crying. You know,
No, of course.
It's
I feel like there were no
emotional.
tears this time. And can I just say, I am not a hater. I don't like when people hate on popular things. I don't like when people are like, because I feel like that's what I'm doing right now. Like, there's no good commercials right now. People are hating on Usher's halftime performance for all different reasons. Like, it was so good.
I thought it was great too.
I think people just love to be like, could have been better. Like, no matter who it is.
How about you go out there and do it?
You go do it. You go roller skate and sing at the same time and take your shirt off and still be so hot at age whatever.
No,
like,
he's absolutely crushing. And he showed such a range too.
Oh
Like he's
my
going from
gosh.
so many different genres of music, and it was an early 2000s vibe. Like that was the energy of the performance, you know?
It was incredible. I just like, it's really starting to annoy me how hatey people can be. Hatey. That's not even a word.
I feel like I'm like a resident hater though, so this is a reality check for me, Danielle.
I wouldn't bring it up if you were, because I'm a good friend. Like, I don't think that you are. I feel like some people are just like, oh, like it was just not as good. Like you go online immediately and everyone's like, this sucked. Yeah, I was really upset Justin Bieber didn't come on, but it was still good. It was still objectively good. I just, makes me upset.
I don't feel that I have any right to critique like
That's the thing.
art performances because who am I? Who am I? I'm sitting at home on my couch. I haven't sang a song since I was in like high school, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
It's so crazy. And like, when all the people I was with, everyone's having fun. So I feel like people are like having fun and then they go home and they go online and they're like, oh, it sucked. Like,
I hate that it has to be, you have to get your opinion from someone else's opinion.
yeah, like
you
have
know?
your own.
Like watch it, feel how you feel. But I did have that reaction too. I was like, wow, what a great show. And then I went online. I was like, oh, never
mind. I hated it.
No, I stood strong in my opinion. But
you start to think, am I not a good critique? Because I had those thoughts. Even like during award shows and stuff, I'll be like, oh my God, this host was so funny. Or, oh, this performance was so good. And then like, gave nothing. I'm like, I guess she didn't really dance or anything. But like,
you could argue that with outfits and stuff too, though.
Yeah.
It is pretty subjective, I guess. Like you and I have definitely looked at an outfit the same way and like, you're like gorgeous. And I'm like, oh, not for me.
Yeah,
you know?
and that's okay. Outfits, it's so personal. I don't know. I'm so over haters.
Yeah.
Go away. Hater, go away.
Haterade,
Come
yeah.
again some other day. I'm just over it. And like, I'm a hater too sometimes. Like, I love to talk shit, but like, let's just be supportive at the same time. Like, it's just like anything that happens these days, wasn't as good as it used to be. Like, it's just everything.
You're so right. It is a constant comparison to what you
I'm like, well, here we are. So let's have fun.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people in like parents' demographic are like, oh, music isn't what it used to be. It's like, then you start a band.
Start a band, you do it.
Do something yourself. Yeah.
You think you're the shit? You ain't even the fart. So, Ice Spice said it best.
Thanks.
She's so good.
Those memes were sending me. The
Which
ones? Her talking to
Jason
Kelsey, and it was like, what's this conversation? Like fill in the blank. And it was like
There was some really savage,
Yes.
funny ones. No, like, I'm so obsessed with the pop culture. I'm like really into pop culture right now. I mean,
Yeah,
how
you're
could you not? I
plugged
feel like
in.
everyone is. Like, there's just so much going on.
Well, there's also a cross, an intersection, I feel like, of so many cultures. Like, the way that I could talk about this with my dad and he would kind of understand it is crazy, you know?
It is so crazy. And it's really so special, honestly.
What a special time to
It's
be
bringing
here.
people together.
Yes.
But then when I'm not, so then I'll get off my hater stance. But then when I'm also over is if I talk about football once, oh my gosh, so bandwagon for liking football because of Taylor Swift. I'm like, do you follow me? Like, actually, do you follow me? Like, I played football when I was younger. I love football. Like, actually hop off.
And also, you're allowed to like certain elements of something without like, people literally watch the Super Bowl because Taylor Swift was going to be there, you know?
Yeah,
and that's
and I'm
perfectly acceptable.
happy for them.
Or they watch it for the halftime show, you know? Maybe they're big
Yes.
fans of our show. Or maybe you're not. Maybe you're just one of the millions of people who live in this country that, you know, it's the most widely watched, streamed thing ever. So you're
Yes,
going to
for all
tune in and
different
watch
reasons.
it. Yeah.
Let them watch it. Let them. Hashtag let them theory. So thank you for letting me air my dirty
Thank
laundry.
you. No,
I
thank you.
just am over it
Over it.
and it won't be tolerated.
Wow. Thank you for that.
Didn't know that was my agenda today.
No, that was a real. We just did a whole circle there.
Yeah.
On that note, what else have you been up to? I feel like you've had a busy week. You've been speaking of clothes and fashion, and you've been. Oh my God, can we talk about the bangs?
The bangs. Oh my God, we didn't talk about the bangs.
We didn't talk about the bangs, and you know, I think they should be a permanent thing.
No. Really?
Yes, I think that it fit you really well.
Thank you. It's so funny. I thought everyone knew they were clip-ins.
I knew that it was a clip.
I knew you knew. I knew what was weird is like one of my closest friends texted me and said, "Oh my God, you got bangs." I'm like, you would be one of the people I'd like talk to first. I feel like if I'm getting bangs, I am polling the group. Like, guys, I'm thinking about getting bangs. Like, it would be annoying. Everyone would know. But
You get a pulse check, guys.
yeah, like
if I
that's
get
rogue of
bangs.
me.
Yeah.
If I just like sent you a Snapchat, like,
Yeah.
got bangs, dyed my hair red, like that would be a thing I talk about.
You're very much so. I feel like before you make a big decision, you
Yeah, you're different.
I would just totally get the bangs and be like, surprise.
Actually, you're right. You're like, I'm getting my ears pinned back.
Yeah, I know. I decide, and I just kind of do. Like you would be
do.
like, I'm thinking about maybe doing something.
Yeah, I just need everyone to know first, and then I need to get the reactions, which is so weird. But
No, I don't think that that's bad because then I feel like it shows that you value people's opinions and like what
I just want to make sure I'm
you
not
trust.
being crazy.
That's sometimes I probably should do that.
One could argue. I was just wanting. It's just fun during Fashion Week I feel like literally changing your hair changes the whole look. It can really elevate something. And I remember when Alex Earl did bangs last fall for fashion, I think it was during Fashion Week, and I thought it was the coolest thing. I literally went to this place called Helena Wigs in Midtown, and she like colored them for me.
Oh, wow.
She had like Blake Lively on the wall, Sarah Jessica Parker on the wall, like all smiling with her. She's had this company forever. And it was, so now I have these bangs. I have some really expensive bangs. So they'll come back out. I'll take them for a spin every
Do
now
you
and
have to
then.
get them like professionally put in, or you think you could do it?
I think I could do it.
Oh, okay.
But I would prefer to get
Yes.
because Jackie, the hair girl, she like took my front pieces and pulled them back and glued them so that the only front pieces were the actual bangs. Because like depends on what kind of hair you have in the front, if it blends or not. I was trying to understand. But I feel like it could be fun if your hair's up and you have the bang. I don't know. It's just now I have bangs whenever I
You
want.
can just you could be like, oh, this outfit would look better with bangs.
Yeah, like this outfit needs something. So it was fun.
Whip out my trusty bangs.
Yeah, no one recognized me though.
Really?
It was so funny. Like at first, like I'd like wave to someone and I started out and be like, it's Danielle. Like I literally like Lauren, Bridget, Kit, they walked in and they were like, I had told Kit that morning that I was having bangs, so she knew. But Lauren was like, hi. And she's like, oh, hi, Danielle. Like she thought I was just some random girl saying
You
hi
did.
to
I will
her.
say with the heavy makeup and that
was a
it
whole
definitely
grunge,
was.
yeah.
It was a whole different day. That was Danny.
No, that was like, I know. I was like, what was my name? It was not Danielle.
Danny.
Kat was like, you're Marie today.
Marie.
Like, I was like, I'm Maria today.
Completely different.
I literally don't even know. It's really, I highly suggest like just doing stuff like that. It was so fun. I had like
a
a
little like dress
ego.
up. It kind of is giving Halloween in February.
Yeah. And then I think you said like Hannah Montana. I was like, oh my God, it is Hannah
was
Montana.
Pop Star.
It was Pop Star. So thanks for bringing that up. But Fashion Week was so much fun. I really enjoyed it.
Favorite show or highlights? Could we give like 2 or 3 that were like tops?
I would say the La Pointe show was my favorite because it was back to school themed. So when you walked in on the seats, they had little mini like fake composition books that said La Pointe and like little, I was about to call them playbills. I don't know, like little program books. And then so as soon as the show started, it was like in this like clear glass building in the middle. It was like near Union Square. All of a sudden, so you can see the street, a school bus pulls up that says La Pointe, a yellow school bus, so epic. And these models all just come out. It was so cool.
Wow.
Like it was
like perfectly timed,
perfectly timed.
executed.
Like in the movies, like boom, boom, music. So cool. And then also the retrofit show, you would have died. Like it's just so, because we like wear retrofit. It's very like wearable clothing, I feel like. So like every single thing I saw, I was like, I want that. I want that. And that was at the Plaza Hotel, which was so beautiful.
Oh,
so
gorge.
Those were my favorites, I'd say. And it was really fun. And I really enjoyed it. And thanks for asking. And it's just fun you can kind of take it two ways. You could be like, I could compare myself and be like, why am I not this? Why am I not at that? And like not enjoy yourself. Or I decided to just like do my own thing and lean into the things I was invited to and get all dressed up for them and have fun. So it
looked
great.
Lovely. The looks were looking.
Thank you. It was so
10
fun.
out of 10.
Thank you.
This podcast is sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content to time. All in one place, all on your own terms. We absolutely love Squarespace here at Gals on the Go. Our website, I don't know if you've seen it, galsonthegopodcast.com. was designed on Squarespace, so we're big fans here, and we just love how customizable it is to you and what you have. So if you have custom merch, you can easily sell that custom merch and create just an easy passive income stream that engages your audience and also scales your brand. Or if you're someone that has video content, you can actually host video content, organize your video library, and showcase your content on beautiful video pages. And you can sell access to your videos with member areas. So if you want to get a little extra income there. There's also great analytics. You can use the insights to grow your business. You can see where your site visits and sales are coming from, which is so helpful. Like for us, it's really nice because we do live shows. So we're like, okay, let's check the analytics. Like where even is our audience living? So they have a ton of amazing options there that are customizable to you. I just shouted out some that we love for our website and some that some of my friends have used. So head to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/gals to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
I do have to say, I woke up one day to a message.
Oh no.
Brooke, please tell Danielle to Can I bring it up?
I don't know what you're going to say.
Delete her TikTok. You did delete it because I went to your page.
Oh, the nip slip.
Yes.
Dude, I watched the video so many times and I'm like, where's the nip slip? Because I was getting all these DMs like the subject was like, please read nip slip. And so I was like clicking on these DMs and they're all like, girly, like there's a nip slip. I remember editing, like did you see it? So did you go and see it? I never saw it. So
it was like I woke up to it and it was like, 9 hours ago or whatever.
Oh, had I already deleted it?
I assumed because then I looked and it was already gone by that point. But when
to my friends.
Please tell Danielle.
Well, because I literally saw the comments and I was like, no, I'm not deleting it. There's not one. I thought they were just trying to like pull my leg.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because you guys are looking out for me.
They're trying to pull your leg.
Like trying to pull a
Was
funny.
it like 1 second or was it pretty bad?
No, it was 1 second, not even nip. Like it was like the skin around.
God. I'm surprised like TikTok didn't flag it because they are strict.
I know because it was towards the end when I was putting on my shoes, leaning over, like it was like a little bit of the darker skin. Like it wasn't like I would have kept it up honestly, but I got so many messages.
And
I was like,
all right, I'll just have to.
So then I delete it and I repost it and there's someone comments like, girly, we already saw it the first time. I'm like, but you told me to delete this. Like, what do you want me to do? I took forever to make this video. It's going up. So that's funny that someone DM'd you that.
Yeah, they were a concern. They were like, please, here we go.
Yeah.
No, but I get it. Honestly, if I did the same, like I would want, and I like was sleeping or something, I would want them to contact you so that you could like, be like, alert.
No,
alert.
totally. That's a good, that was nice of them to do.
Friend. I know, that was real.
But it's so funny because I saw them and I still kept it up because I was like, no, there's not one.
You
I
like
had
watch
to
it,
really watch
seriously,
it.
it's fine.
No, it's literally fine.
So I guess people are really analyzing the videos. I definitely throw stuff up sometimes and I'm like, oh, I probably have stuff in the background,
Throw things up.
Yeah. Well, I'm like exploiting myself. Like maybe my address is there.
Oh,
or
totally.
maybe like I have like a personal piece, like a bill or something.
I know.
Do you ever think about that? Because with YouTube, I feel like we show
YouTube, it's hard.
a lot of our life.
We wide angle lens. I mean, they could see our whole apartment.
Oh, of course.
The thing is, like, people can find us.
No, I know. And I'm like, there's really nothing that's so like, it's not like I have anything.
I don't know. I think you do have things to hide because
illicit.
Brooke won't let me go through her drawers.
Well, I don't see why we have to. I don't see why.
I'm kidding. But exactly, like nothing that would be out.
Yeah, if it's
like
tucked
in
away
the
for
lens.
a reason. Yeah.
Yeah, it's no big deal. One other thing, and then we're gonna reel it back to you. But I did meet Pookie, and I have to give 100% credit to you because the first time I found out about
Wow.
Pookie was the TikTok you posted.
I am honored. I think I just got her like right at that week that she was blowing. Like I don't
You
think
always know the trending stuff. I feel like
Wow,
I
yeah,
feel like
thank
I'm
you.
older than you sometimes, and you're like my Gen Z little sister.
like I'll explain to you. I'll be like, so there's this trend on TikTok
Yes,
where we do this.
no, literally,
Yeah.
and more so like the sounds. You'll be like,
Yeah, the people are doing like.
or no, you know TikToks too. You'll be like this person, this TikToker.
I do know the people, but then sometimes I catch myself like going to events and I'm like, who are all these people? And they're like, they're TikTokers. But I'm very like, I find someone and you know how I am.
You fixate.
I go
Yeah.
deep. So I happened to find her. I want to say like December, and then I like.
Oh wow.
Oh, I saw they've been doing these couple videos for like a long time.
yeah, because she's been an influencer for a while, and
she stuck with it. It just goes to show you got to keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going. It's usually not like one-off success. Like I feel like it's
Right.
you know it was the whole bit, and then they click on her page and it's like, wow, this is a whole thing.
yeah, it's exciting when you're like, I have
Yes.
so much content to watch.
Yeah.
But she was really nice. When she introduced me to, because she knew who I was, but like Jet didn't. She was like, she has a podcast with this girl Brooke. Like she was so
Oh,
nice.
that's so sweet.
And I immediately said to him, because I mean, I'm sure it's like very overwhelming because he's like at this fashion week event, everyone's walking everywhere. They're being pulled in all these different directions. Like literally at Allison Levy, they're like, Stacey wants to meet you, the designer. Like, okay.
She's having a freaking moment right now. Good
Really,
for her.
it's so amazing, and it's so fun for the both of them. But so I immediately looked at him and I was like, "Hey, go Dogs," because I know he went to
Yeah.
Georgia, and he immediately was like, "Oh my gosh, you went to Georgia?" I was like, "Yeah, we were talking about it," and I was like, "So sorry to all my Alabama people, but I was like so glad Nick Saban's gone." He was like, "Yeah, same," and so it was like a little moment. I was like,
Oh
"Oh,
my
I wish
God.
Brooke was here because
oh,
you
you're
who
having
showed
a
me
cute
them."
Go
But
Dogs
we need to
moment.
have her on Gals on the Go. We should have like gotten her
Plan
in
that
here.
better.
How could you know?
I feel like she like has her shit together.
I think so too.
She seems like one of those people that like, you know, she
Yeah.
has like a schedule that she sticks to.
Yeah.
and she's a go-getter.
She could be a go-getter. She's not a gal pal. But anyways, that was that. And while I was prancing away in various outfits, Brooke
Yeah, banging.
was in the surgery room.
No, oh my gosh. No, I was on the operating table.
Brooke was on the operating
No,
table.
not
No, I mean,
really.
you didn't even like,
No,
they
it
didn't-
was literally the most chill thing ever, which is why
you were
I,
so chill. Like, I remember I woke up nervous for you on Tuesday and I'm
Oh.
texting you and you're like, oh, hey, yeah, I'm going soon. And you're like posting stories. I'm like, oh, she's just like fine right now.
It was the actual like procedure was chill. So I got, if you guys didn't know, I got an otoplasty, which is like basically your ears pinned back. Pinned back. I'm like, I keep
How do they
touching
pin
them.
it? Is it like surgical? I don't, or do you not want to like,
It's not. So it's it's
is it glue?
incisionless. So she didn't have to like. Normally, what they do is they like cut and like kind of like.
Tie it.
Well, there is still ties, but
Yeah.
it's a whole thing. You can look up
Uh-huh.
a video. I
Okay.
tried not to like.
You didn't want to know too much. It's like, just do it.
Yeah, like the medical stuff. I'm like, when I start talking about it too deeply, and it's like, oh, and the sutures. I'm like, I'm good.
Yep. Thank
I'm
you,
good.
officer.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Mhm.
Just do it and take care of it.
Yeah.
And I knew that it would be chill though. Like I just knew. She was like, "Okay, you're gonna come into the office." I just found a doctor that I liked, the process kind of moved quickly because I was like, "Hey, I have these open dates in February."
You're crazy. Looks like I'm just gonna do it.
But I wanted to do it because I just wanted it to be done.
Yeah.
That was more so my process. I was like, all right, I know for a fact it's gonna be like a week or two that's gonna suck. So when can I slot that in?
Yeah.
to
When
my
can life suck?
Yeah. I was like, March, a little busy. We
Yeah.
have a few things going on.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, March is a little busy. April, certainly not. I was like, after that point, so I was like, when can I, with the shows? So I was like, all right, this 2 week span
Yeah.
right here.
No, February is a good time to do stuff like that. January and February.
Yes. Next year, I want to do like maybe like some lasers and whatnot.
Ooh, so next January we've got these procedures lined
Yeah.
up.
I've been hearing a lot about lasers.
Yeah.
The facial lasers and stuff.
Yeah, I have too.
I'm interested.
I'll let you be my guinea pig.
Oh, because I'll just try. And
I'm
let
just
you know.
like, you have a high pain tolerance. I do not like at all.
Yeah, it was pretty chill though. I kind of talked about it on my YouTube. I don't have to go too in detail, I guess, because some people like literally don't give a fuck. They're like, okay, next. But I did, and I slept with a headband on. I wore a headband for. Could we talk about how great of timing that was though? That headbands are.
It's so
So
in right
in.
now. Like people are wearing them with like dresses.
I know.
It worked out great for you. 'Cause
Yeah.
you went to one fashion week
I
event.
did.
And you like looked so cute. It
I
fit.
was like, I have to wear the headband, and they were like, "Oh, I didn't even think. I thought it was part of your outfit."
You're like, no, I actually need
no,
to
I was
keep
like,
it
no,
on.
I literally have to wear this. But now I don't have to. I'm not doing the grand reveal yet because they're still a little like swollen. I mean, you could probably see it like with my if you're watching on.
Today's her first
YouTube.
day without headband
I
on.
know,
so-
first day
How does it
out,
feel?
the
Do you feel like
views.
cold? Is there a breeze on your
I
ear?
have to say, I have been so hot the past week, and I think it's because a lot of your temperature regulation randomly is through your ears.
Didn't know that.
This is my own theory. This is a Brooke Mitchell theory. I'm just
I
pulling
thought
this
like
out
the
of my
doctor
ass.
told you that too.
No, I made this up. I've just been like hot, and I'm like, why am I so hot and sweaty? And I'm like, probably because when your ears are like your ears are cold, like
True. And then if you wear headphones to like warm it up or earmuffs.
yeah, not necessarily temperature regulation, but more so like you feel temperature
feel
through
it
your
there,
ears.
yeah.
Brooke
So
Mitchell,
random.
PhD. I finished a scientific study on the temperature regulatory system. But it was a really chill procedure. I don't want to like, people, you're encouraging it. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you.
I have a lot of friends that
don't
don't even take a lot of photos and they've gotten their ears pinned. So
Yeah, well, thank
or
you. For saying that.
otoplasty.
Otoplasty.
I guess.
I like ears pinned. That's more chill.
I like saying ears
Otoplasty
pinned.
is
Got my
like-
ears pinned yesterday.
Yeah,
Chill.
pinned. Chill.
Otoplasty. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, but it was a really relatively in the scheme of like plastic surgery. I feel like if you get like your boobs done or something, like you got to be connected to tubes and shit. Like they have drains and like it's a whole thing.
Yeah. No, this is easy.
Easy. Boom,
Easy,
done.
boom, done.
Yeah,
I'm
so
so
I will
glad.
keep you guys posted because it's still they're black and blue and a little scary right now, but
Very scary. No, they're not that scary.
Happy
I got a
Halloween.
peek. I got a peep show.
yeah, she did.
I was like, oh my gosh, am I getting the
Official
exclusive?
first look. I'm gonna start wearing my hair up soon. I think.
I
don't know,
mean,
we'll see.
you fucking better. Next time we have a movie premiere, I'm like, Brooke will do an updo, slick it back. I mean, I don't want to see
Slick
any
it back
hair
with
over the
big
ears.
earrings. Draw all the
No,
attention.
and you're gonna feel so good.
I know.
You're gonna
I'm
be so happy.
excited.
Like you're not gonna feel like any sort of self consciousness.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That's hype.
Yeah.
Any other findings throughout the week? I saw you found a new pillow.
Oh, I
Put your
bet
ear
so I've
on.
had
Does
to
it work?
sleep with a donut pillow because it's like you can't sleep on your ear because I mean it's not only you're not supposed to, but it's just terribly uncomfortable because I
Yeah.
mean like I have like all
Yeah, you're
like
like
stitches and stuff behind it, or not stitches, I guess sutures.
sutures. Suture.
So if you sleep with a donut pillow, it's actually made for like sitting on with hemorrhoids.
Oh,
Like it's supposed to be for your butt, like in the
Yeah.
for comfort.
but someone else,
Someone found I
that
just
you-
honestly the internet. What did we do
So
before the internet? You just do a whole deep dive.
I
I watched
know.
someone's vlog, like my experience, and she gave her tips. I was like, now
Oh.
these are my tips. And
Yeah,
I
now
pass
these are
them on.
mine.
I told the doctor today. I was like, by the way, I think you should advise all of your patients to get.
Oh, I'm sure she
And
appreciated
she
that.
did.
Though.
She liked my feedback.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
cool.
I know.
So helpful.
Just
Changing the world one day at a time.
one otoplast.
Brooke Michio, otoplasty survivor. No, it's really
Yeah,
amazing.
so that was a
you
really
did
fun
that.
week. No, I know that's an example of a life decision that I feel like I told people I was like, oh, I kind of want to do this, and I was like, schedules, it's booked, it's happening.
No, literally. You were like, okay, can we record on that Monday? Because I think the next day I'm getting my ears pinned. I was like, oh, okay, let's do it.
I try. That's just how I operate. I'm like, less of a big deal. I feel like if I hype things up and make it too much of a big deal for me too, then that's how I get stressed. You know?
And you don't want to, you can't be stressed about something like that.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
no. We've got other stresses.
Yeah. Anything else? Anything you want to update the gal pals on?
I'm trying to think what else. We're recording this before we go to Canada, which
Yep.
I'm
Toronto bound.
Yeah.
And then next, as you guys are listening to this, in a couple days we'll be in Philly. And as we're recording this right now, there's like a few tickets left, so you can still get tickets, and that's gonna be so fun. We have some of our friends that live in Philly that are influencers coming, which I'm excited about. And Brooke's parents are coming.
Oh yeah, they'll be selling the merch. Go visit them at the merch table.
Oh yeah.
And this is the last of our.
That's the last of that
That's
merch.
the last of this show, really.
That's the
so.
last of the show, and this show is so funny. I don't know
think
how
so,
we're gonna
too.
have to like.
I know we're gonna have to really work on
regroup.
topping it. Yeah, we have a long time before the
We have
next
a
few
long
shows.
time.
So.
We have lots of new inside jokes, funny jokes to.
Totally lots of bits.
Yeah, lots of bits. It'll be good.
Yeah.
So yeah, galsinthegopodcast.com for tickets. Also make sure to go follow at Gals in the Go Podcast on Instagram. We're doing a lot more stuff on there, just engaging with you guys and everything. So definitely want to be involved there. Because also today's a Q&A, which we'll do in a little bit. But if you wanted to have asked a question, you have to make sure to follow us.
Please.
So please.
Should we do our fave and rack?
Yeah.
for the week?
We definitely.
Okay.
Okie dokie. What's on Brooke's favorites list this week?
So we know I'm in my budgeting era.
Yes.
Yes, coming off the tails of just people are like, this doesn't make sense, Brooke. You just spent all this money on a procedure. Please
Investing in
make
yourself.
that make sense. That was a rogue choice, but the rest of my life, I'm really trying to reel it in with the spending and everything. I know you've promoted the service, Rocket Money.
So good.
I was scared. I was scared.
scared to see things.
No, Danielle, it really made me have a real look in the mirror. Like, I don't know
Really?
if you've had that experience. Like, because it totals up. It sounds like it's too good to be true. It's a gimmick. I'm personally not sponsored by them. I don't think the podcast is currently. So
I don't think so.
hopefully this is an unbiased. It's free. you basically go in and plug in all of your credit card accounts, banks, whatever. Like, you know, sometimes I pay with PayPal. Like I put my PayPal in there, like everything. And it combines all of your subscriptions. Like it tells you, you know, what you're subscribed to. But then that is scary. But that's actually helpful. But then it also, I thought that that's all that it did. I thought that it just did the subscriptions. And I was like, you know, I should probably cancel some subscriptions. It also just does your budget for you and tells you how much you spend on what per month. Like
Uber Eats and
the Uber, I mean,
DoorDash.
The food delivery of it all and
Did
just
you
Ubers
just-
and stuff, I was like, I have a problem. Like I was like, where's all my money going? I was like, here it is.
There it
Here
is right there.
Yeah.
It's really so cool how you just connect it to some of your accounts and it's just like, here's the info. They make it so easy to read and look through.
Totally. Because I feel like a lot of people are really good with creating a budget, doing Excel, or even I've seen people do handwritten, and I think that is so amazing and truly like impressive.
Yeah.
For me, I like this because it's automated and it
Yeah.
just kind of does it. It honestly just gave me a better grasp of like right now where my money's going. It's not even like, oh, I made my budget. I can only spend this much. Like I'm kind of working through that now. But
Yeah.
it just really was a wake up call for me. I was like, oh my God.
No, I know, right? It's nice to see, like for me, the subscriptions was so helpful, but also in that world, it's like, oh, maybe I could take the train a little bit more, or just like little things like that.
I
It's
could
like
cook dinner tonight.
Yeah, you don't have to be so
the food.
dramatic. Yeah, it's more of like, oh, I saw that number, so let's cook with the groceries I have in my fridge.
Yes.
No, it's a really good tip. To
Yeah,
bring
like
up.
the self-awareness.
Yeah.
I knew how much I spent. Like, you know, I'm actually pretty good at like keeping tabs on all that stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like, okay.
You are, yeah.
But when you see the combined numbers, you're like,
It's
I'm up.
disgusting.
Yeah. And there were a lot of subscriptions.
So many, and it's sneaky.
I was paying for a lot of like creator tools, like YouTube related things, like
Yeah.
like music and whatnot. And I was like, I literally haven't used this website in years.
No,
like,
I
why am I
know.
paying for this? That's so bad.
I was paying for like school programs still. I'm like,
Really?
is this a joke? Yeah. I
Oh,
was
that's
so
a good
upset
thing.
with myself.
I mean,
But it's not the worst thing to be giving your money to. They're helping students now still, hopefully.
I like that rationalization.
Can it be a donation instead? Like put my name on a plaque.
yes. This was paid for by Danielle
Yeah,
Callan.
yeah.
You're funding the company, actually.
I should have made like a scholarship, like with all the months. I mean, like literally 2 years.
You could pay for like a student's free membership.
No,
like,
I
it could be like the
know.
Danielle
I'm like,
Callan Fund. Yeah.
How bummy is that? That like it just went to the air. I don't know where that.
But it
money
went to the big.
It went to the
corporation.
company. But
Hopefully,
yeah.
it was like a small startup and not like a big corporate greed.
Yeah.
We'll
You
see.
have to hope.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, whatever. Well, that's a really good favorite and a really good shout out.
Yeah. How about you?
Mine's so just materialistic. It's just a
Oh.
moisturizer.
No, please.
It's just a little old
Oh,
moisturizer.
let's hear about this little moisturizer.
I've never I feel like a ton of people are obsessed with First Aid Beauty, and I have used things in the past like their facial radiance pads, different things. But everyone raves about the Ultra Repair Cream. And my skin's never super dry, but in the last couple months, I feel like just like the crevices of my skin are dry and like nothing will soak it up, or everything was soaking it up, sorry. So I got this Ultra Repair Cream, and it's amazing. One, I love it because it's like a squeezy bottle, so it's just easy to use, which is half the battle when you're like looking at your products, because we are very lucky we get so many products in the mail. And I was like, oh, this is easy to apply. It's so good. It just like really moisturizes your skin, and you just feel it. Like when you get out of the shower, does your skin feel like tight? Like
When it's really dry. Yes.
yeah, so you're like when it's dry, yeah. So I guess my skin's
like
been dry.
painful.
Not painful, but yeah, like ooh, like I need to put something on
Yeah.
this ASAP, and that's how my skin's been feeling, especially like after I wash my face or after I shower. And I remember that's when we had the doctor on, our dermatologist on the podcast. She was telling us like, depending on how your face feels after you wash your face, like that's
the skin test.
So I
yeah,
guess
yeah.
my skin's dry right now.
You probably have like combo skin, and maybe seasonally.
I think I'd say I'm
it's
combo.
Combo.
But I really love it. And if you're struggling with some dry skin right now, it's so great. I mean, obviously look at the ingredients and like what works best for your skin, because I feel like a lot of people's skin reacts to different ingredients, but it's working for me. So loving it.
Do you know like what ingredients you're allergic to?
No, not at all. But like I remember when we had Morgan Riddle on, she was like, I don't like non-comedogenic. Like I'm
No,
just
she only
not.
uses.
She only uses non-comedogenic.
Non-comedogenic.
Is that what? Oops. You know what I mean. But I don't particularly look at that.
I know. I have no. When people are like, oh, I can't use sulfuric acid, my
Yeah.
skin doesn't react well. I'm like, would literally never know that.
A
I
lot
would
of people
have no
don't
idea.
like when shea butter is in products because it makes them break out. But like for me, it's not a problem. So.
I like. How do you test? Like
For
you
some
just have
reason, I
to
thought
use
you
the
did know
products.
that. So never mind. Like for some reason, I thought you did have some product, like some
shea
ingredients you look
butter?
out for. Not shea butter, just like ingredients. In
Oh, I
general.
mean, I know salicylic acid's like drying. Like I
Right,
know that it
like-
works. Like I know it works, but I'm like, if my skin's extra dry, like that I know. But there's not one that I'm like, can't use it. It has this, you know?
Yeah, I think a lot of people do though. I don't know why I decided to give that warning label today. Because I feel like I'm always recommending products with all kinds of ingredients.
I feel like when we did Breaking Beauty, they were like looking at the ingredients list, like, oh, I like these ingredients. I was like, I have
So impressive.
literally never once looked at that. Nope. Yep. I just read the front and it's like vitamin C, like
like brightening, like perfect, brighten me up. We'll wake you up. Caffeine. I'm like, oh, cool, great.
I know. Meanwhile, it's like, should caffeine even be an eye cream? I don't know about
I'll
that.
never understand that, but that's besides the point. Okay, I'm just realizing like how much we've been talking, so let's speed through. Now we'll do our rec of the week. Yeah.
I started a show on Netflix, Griselda. Have you heard of
I
it?
haven't even heard.
It's Sofia Vergara is in it. It's actually about like dealing cocaine. Like, I mean, it's like 80s, it's
That
70s and
vibe,
80s, like in Colombia and Miami. And we wanted to start like a new like short miniseries, like, you know,
just nice to
limited
put
series
something
type show.
on.
And I like it. I'm on like episode 2. Yeah.
What is it on again?
Netflix. Yes. That was one of the subscriptions that made the cut.
Oh.
A lot of them it made the cut, like that I'm keeping
like you
it.
keep it, yeah.
There's a
Netflix
few that
has to
got
stay.
the slash. Yeah. They got the boot. I said.
Do you still have Hulu? Oh.
Kept Hulu. Went down to the plan. Now I've ads. Decided to cut back.
That is so brave because once you're used to no ads, like it's really hard
I know.
to go
I
back.
pay for like everything. No ads.
I mean, I have YouTube
yeah.
Premium. Did
I
you
do have
cancel that?
No, I kept that. I did cancel YouTube TV because right now I'm really not watching cable.
Yeah. Like, what if there's an award show?
Then, like, you can stream it usually through something like even the Super Bowl. Also, can we talk about the big game?
Oh my God, I know.
I know why we call it that, but if I hear that,
I feel like some people were calling it that weren't even doing something sponsored. So I didn't understand if it's like a legal thing. Because I was fully saying Super Bowl.
No, I mean, it's not like the Super Bowl is gonna be like,
you can't.
No,
like, I feel like they want us
we're
to
taking
say
you
Super
to
Bowl.
court.
There was a lot of big game ads.
I think if it's anything sponsored, like then you have to do that, unless it's an official partner like of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, which makes sense.
But it's like stream the Super Bowl. You can stream it on, like I feel like a lot of those things they have like a partner, like a streaming partner.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, someone just give me their cable login. Can someone just give it to me? Do you have like a
Yeah, you can
Optimum
have
or something?
mine.
Would it work?
I think so. I've given it to Ryan, and yeah, you just have to be in my state. That's why it's work. So I tried to give it to my dad, and it wouldn't work because he was in Florida. So if you need to watch something that
that's
I'm
so
not
generous of
watching,
you.
or I think we can watch at the same time.
All right,
Me,
well, we'll see.
I'm right here.
Wow, thank you.
Of course,
Yeah.
or the Gal Pals, but okay.
How about you?
My rec is a movie which I just saw that you got a PR package for it, upgraded on Amazon
yeah.
Prime. Have you seen it yet?
No, honestly, no.
It's really cute.
I haven't seen it.
Well, I was motivated to watch it because I still like Snapchat my friends, and my friend Morgan Snapchatted like, guys, you all need to watch this movie. I just watched Upgraded, and Caitlin responded was like, I'm literally watching that movie right now too. It's so
Wow.
good. It's not like groundbreaking movie, but it's like cute, romance, fun in the city in London too. So I'll read the thing really quick. It's actually I won't read the whole thing, but it's Camila Mendez, which we love her. She's an ambitious intern dreaming of a career in the art world. Basically, she ends up getting upgraded to first class on a work trip, and she meets this guy who mistakes her for her boss, and like she just pretends to live this other life of like being the boss rather
I
than
love
like
stuff like that.
the intern.
Yeah.
Love stuff like that. It's a great movie, and I just needed something light, so highly suggest.
Here for it.
Yeah, we
Great
love
rec.
it. So with that, we have so many amazing questions, and we'll see how many we get through. Maybe we could do a part 2. I don't even know.
Yeah,
you guys let us know.
Please.
So we're
If
gonna
you like the Q&As. And some people submitted some like longer ones, I guess.
Yeah, which we wanted. So thank you guys so much. It's just fun because sometimes I feel like when they send like a quick little message, it's hard. I was saying massage and I was like, it sounds like I'm saying a massage, which sounds really nice right now.
All right. First, we'll start off with this one because I think that it's always relevant. Hi, gals. I'm hoping to move across the country in a few months post-grad. I'm thinking Tampa, Danielle. And I don't know anyone there, which is scary, but I know it's something. I don't know why I can't read right now, but I know it's something I really want to do while I'm young. What advice do you have for moving across the country into basically a totally new life, friends, job, etc.? I'm nervous about meeting people as it's so much easier in school and college. Thanks, gals. Love you, XOXO.
I mean, that's so true. It is so much easier in school and college, but I feel like you could probably agree with this. All my friends that moved to the city, they are all friends with their coworkers now. I can't even get on their calendar. They're like, oh, coworker this, coworker that. It's like a whole joke with some of my friends. Like, oh, she's with her coworkers again.
Yeah.
It's like a thing. Because you spend so much time with them. So I feel like if you're worried about it, I don't know what job you're looking into, but make sure it's an in-office job.
That's a great point. Right? Yeah. And I think that we always say, like, once you move to a new place, you have to just, you got to strap in and be like, okay, I'm saying yes. I'm saying yes. And, you know, if you're more introverted, it might be like a tough adjustment period. But like, I think especially those first few months are like really critical. Like you know, it's so like, oh, a friend of mine is having a pregame. Yes, I'll be there. Like you have to say yes to every little opportunity. And even inserting yourself sometimes. I did it when I moved to Boston. I was inserting myself. I was like, what are you guys doing Saturday? Oh, is it cool if I come? Like, no shame. No shame.
No shame at all. I feel like when I moved to the city, like we were just going to like every single event. Like in the influencer world, I was like, okay, let's just do everything. And we like made so many great friends through that. And also that's something I regret about college my freshman year. Like I ended up becoming great friends with lots of people, but I feel like the first few months I was like, I'm not really in the mood. But I wish I just went even for an hour because then like they remember you. Because I feel like sometimes people forget like, oh, she keeps saying no, I'm not going to invite her again. So
plugging yourself in.
That's a great tip.
We were just saying how the years like also right after college, because we have friends that are like making career moves or whatever it is. And it's like, this is the time to do it. Like, I feel like if you are thinking about moving to a new place, like do it. I feel like this is really, those are the months of your life or the years really, you know, the first few, like early 20s, mid 20s, or even late 20s, like take a risk, do something crazy, you know, move out of your hometown. I'm so here for it. I can't encourage it enough.
It's so true. Like, literally retweet everything you said because we've had some friends recently that decided to move to New York, decided to move to a big city. And if you want to do it right now, like you actually have to do it because you will never do it.
Yeah, then you'll sit on it. And I know people that, I always wanted to do that. I always wanted to. And it's like,
and that's so sad.
Regret.
So, if you can do it, make sure to do it. I like this one. Do you have any summer vacations / trips planned?
Oh, a question about us. I'm going to Italy.
Yeah,
I'm excited. We're doing a big family trip, so it's like
Michio
Mob trip.
Yes,
literally.
Literally.
So it's with me, my mom, my dad, my brother. Ben was invited. He cannot take off for 10 days. Like that is just simply not in the cards. Just so we're clear, because everyone's like, where? Us four, and then we're meeting up with my extended family. Like they also like my aunts and uncles and stuff who live here. And we're going to F1 actually randomly. Not randomly.
The chic fits.
Yeah, I am excited to learn about F1. My whole family is so into it. They know all of the people. They will wake up at 5 a.m. to watch because they're like in other countries. You know, my mom's like race day, like on the couch. I'm like, you are so dedicated for what?
That's really impressive. That's like how Katie and Jack wake up to like watch soccer at 8 a.m. on Saturdays. It's dedication.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that, and we're and then we're like bopping around. My dad and my brother have never been to Italy, so
that'll be so fun.
Yeah, that's really the big thing that I planned, and then I have honestly a lot of my summers like kind of TBD because I have some other things in the works. But yeah,
secret project.
No, not really. I'll talk about it soon.
I can't wait for you to talk about it. How
about you?
Nothing like particularly. You know, I always go to Illinois for my family reunion. I'll go home at points. I am going to Jackson Hole with my friends in May, which I'm really excited about. I told you about this.
Very fun.
Yeah, for my friends, it's kind of like her birthday trip. We're going to Jackson Hole with some of my college friends, which I'm excited about, to dress all Western. And
yeah, that's fun.
That's in May. I'd love to go to Europe. I don't really know. I feel like we say this every year. I don't have plans, and then it's like the month before summer and
things start popping up. Yeah, I know. I feel like we want to do also, like, of course, we do our annual Montauk trip, but this year we have a lot of weddings and things. Like, it's like I have a wedding, Katie has a wedding. Like, I feel like it's the weeks that normally we would be going.
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh my God, it's not like we're just trying to.
We're trying to figure out. We're kind of like thinking, what if we did Nantucket for a longer period of time? So we love Nantucket because we still love the Hamptons, and there's just so many great opportunities to go to the Hamptons, like on the weekends and stuff. So. But I don't know if we're returning back to the house.
I know.
Which is so sad. It's also like it's usually only Brooke, Katie, and I, and then on the weekends we invite our friends, and there's just like a lot of prep that goes into that, and like organizing who's coming what weekend, and we don't ever want to offend anyone, and we go over the top, honestly. And so we were just talking it through, like, do we want to do that again?
Yeah, maybe we take a step back this year and like
maybe someone will invite us.
Yeah, that
story of our life. We're always waiting.
That would be great. You know, can someone invite me to the
yeah, I'm like, can someone invite us? But that being said, we still want to do a trip. We like talked about maybe going to Bonnaroo. I don't really know. We have all
things are like loose ideas.
We want to visit Clara and Charleston.
Yes,
like,
I'm dying to go.
I think a ton of like little trips. I feel like it'd be fun to go to Europe. Like my mom really wants to go, so like maybe her and I will. I don't know.
Little mother-daughter.
I'm also like, Ryan, can you take off work? Like, can we make that happen? So he's like trying to.
You could like bank
happen.
some days and like make
like,
it work
around the weekend. Maybe we could. So yeah, but that's the gals' plans.
That's
right
the
now.
gals' plans.
Yeah, we have a lot of trips the next couple months, but you guys will see those.
Totally. What to do if you feel like you are bothering / annoying / just in the way of everyone around you? I've been in this slump for a while and just don't know how to get out of it.
Oh, I've been there, girl. I have been there.
I feel like I live my life like just knowing that I'm being annoying, and then I just really started. I got over the hump of being like, sorry for bothering you, and I'm just like, I am annoying. I'm annoying. And you know, if you could not like me, but I'm gonna keep being annoying.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Not that that's good advice. I feel like that just happened as I got older.
No, it's true, because the real ones will stay no matter what. Because like you said on the episode a couple weeks ago, like I let things haunt me.
Oh yeah,
and it's like, if that's what you wanted to say or if that's what you wanted to do, you just have to kind of roll with it. Like, because I let and it's like, if you're real, if you have true friends, they're gonna be down for you, whatever. Like, yeah, you might say something that pisses them off, or maybe you feel awkward, but like they're not even thinking about it anymore.
I also think that annoying is also a subjective thing, because how many times have you met someone and someone turns to you and they're like, God, that person's so annoying, and you're like, what?
I didn't think so.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always so awkward too, though, because you're like, you know that they're trying to talk shit, and you're like, I don't really see that. Like, that wasn't my experience.
Yeah,
but
I'm sorry. I actually really like that.
Yeah, I actually struggle with that, because, like, you know, we always talk about, like, oh, you hate her, I hate her. But then it's also sometimes like, she hasn't done a single thing to me yet. So you're like, what do I do?
I feel like there's a difference between, like, dislike for purpose and, like, annoying where you hang out with them and maybe they ask you too many questions or something, or they are, like, a little too up in your business. You know? For me, it's, like, the business stuff where I'm like, get out of my personal business.
Oh, my God, literally. It's like, stop.
But I am annoying too.
Me too. Yeah. I am replying to everyone's stories. I am, yoo-hoo, me again. Hi, where are you going? No, we literally always talk about that, the story replies.
No, I think you got to lean in and just realize that.
Unfortunately, like, it sounds like this is like, that's who you are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
like,
what you're
what
saying.
Are you going to do? Live your whole life being like, oh my God, I'm so annoying. I'm so annoying. It's like, okay, then work on it. I don't know what to tell you. Those are the two options. It's either you can work on it or you have to lean in.
That is so true. Like, it's almost like take a step back and be like, am I okay with these things that I'm doing? Or I am being annoying and I need to pull it back.
Yeah.
Because I think that's kind of like the biggest thing. Sometimes it's like, oh, I'm annoying this person. Oh, well, they just don't jive with me. Or, oh, I've asked this person for so much help and this, like, I need to stop.
That's also analyzing the friendship. Like, if you feel like you're annoying one friend consistently, incessantly, like, maybe stop.
No, 100%.
No, but at the same time, if you just feel like you're generally annoying, like, I'm sure that you're fine. So just breathe.
Yeah, you're totally fine.
You're good.
I love this one. Bridesmaid drama.
Oh my God, what happened?
This is more of advice, but I think you girls might have some good advice. Thank you.
Wow.
I am getting married in October and I'm having some bridesmaid drama. One girl has become super distant and won't respond to my texts about meeting up. There is a lot of backstory, but basically I don't want this girl standing next to me on my big day as she isn't supportive and isn't responsive. Do I send a text saying she's not in the wedding even though I tried to find a time to meet up in person to chat about it? Or should I assume she knows she isn't in it since she hasn't responded to a text since October? I mean, I would say something, but yeah, she won't be upset. Maybe it sounds like she's kind of distancing herself as well.
Wait, can you repeat the end
Basically,
of it? Like, she's wondering if she should contact this person and say you're out of the wedding, or
yeah, or just assume that this girl knows she's not in the wedding. I feel like you still need to say something.
You need to say something, for sure.
Like,
wow, what I need to know the backstory here, though.
That's crazy.
You just left us on a cliffhanger. Like, what was the series of events that led to like
probably just
no contact? I wonder if it's like this person's like just going no contact, or if there was a fight or something that
maybe it all started at the bachelorette party, and you never know. I don't know if the bachelorette weekend happened.
stirs up. I know, I will say, I feel like from what I've seen from wedding culture and stuff is that it heightens emotions a lot on all ends. If you're in the wedding, if it's your friend getting married, especially if it's your own wedding, from what I've seen, like everything is just, you take things more personally.
Yeah.
You are, as you should, because it's like, you know, your big day and you're like, oh, that's so tough though. But I
don't think it's tough. I think she needs to text her.
Oh, well, totally. She needs to let her know. I just feel bad for her that she has to deal with this though.
That should be the last thing she has to deal with. But yeah, this girl, I'm sure she won't. You could even say, hey, I've been trying to meet up with you to talk about this and clearly it's not working. So you're clearly busy, whatever. You can be nice about it. Be like, sounds like you're busy, so you don't need to be in the wedding. Would still love for you to come as a guest. Or I feel like you should still offer them to come as a guest. And if she doesn't show up, then you know,
that's
if she doesn't
RSVP,
not that she wouldn't show up,
reply and do all this. This is crazy. Show up at her house. Like, where is this person?
Stalker. No, that shit would piss me off. I don't like bad texters. So
that's beyond bad texter. I mean, that's like straight up ignore.
Yeah. Is she like posting stories? Like, are we sure she's alive? Like,
there's a difference between bad texter and not responding when it's like actually like, hey, I need your information to like proceed with something.
Yeah,
you know?
like they saw that and they know there's a date that they need to give that to you by. No, definitely reach out to her, and even if she doesn't reply to that, then at least you know that you said something. Yeah. And she shouldn't show up. I mean, does she even have her dress yet? So who even knows?
We'll end off with one more. Okay.
We've done like 3. We're gonna have to do another episode.
Yeah. Well,
we just had so much to talk about.
Prioritizing like friendships and prioritizing relationships here. As gals on the go and super busy ladies, goal getters, if you will. How do you find time to prioritize friendships and relationships despite your schedule? I can feel really drained after a busy week, and my gut reaction is to stay in and have a cozy evening alone, but then I feel bad for not spending time with friends or going out. And someone else said, how do you balance relationships while being on the go? And yeah, I feel like you like.
I think I'm really good at this.
Take it away.
No, I just like pride myself in it.
Yeah.
But then like Ryan and I have been talking about this recently where we're like, maybe we're a little too good at it. Like, so there's definitely like a balance for sure. Cause she's basically asking like, how do you decide what to do when? Right? Like with friends versus with
she's saying that she feels, you know, when she has a pocket of free time, like she's like, oh my gosh, I have to spend it with my friends or my boyfriend. But like, is it bad to just maybe be like, I want to cancel my plans and just hang out?
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed that. You're good at that too.
Well, that, but also just prioritizing your time.
Yeah.
I think it is prioritizing your time because you do that. You know, you're like, hey, I have this block of free time. Like, let's go do a date night that night. But then I'm going to be traveling for 2 weeks. So let's hang out when I get back or something.
Yeah. And you do that too. I feel like you're so good at being like, no, like you're so good at looking ahead and being like, okay, I don't want to record that day because I know like I'm not gonna have seen Ben. Like he's gonna be done with tests that day. I'm like, oh wow, that's so like I wouldn't have thought that far. So it's really so cool. Like you definitely have to play the field, but at the end of the day, it's what you want to do. Like there's been times when like Ryan was supposed to come over and I'm like, I don't even want to talk to anyone right now. I just want to sit alone. I want to do my laundry and listen to a podcast. And it serves them because sometimes you'll tell them like, actually, I'm so busy with work. Like, are you even going to be present in that moment? Like if you're forcing yourself to go hang out with your friends because you feel like you have to, like, are you going to be present in that moment? I feel like that's the biggest thing. Like you just have to tune into what's going to fill your cup. Like sometimes I feel like you just need time with friends. Sometimes you need time with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, your partner. Or sometimes you just need time with you. Because at the end of the day, all you got is you.
You.
Right? Like, I mean, it's so justified. And I feel like you just have to lean into what's best for you. But also, at the same time, if you're like, I actually haven't seen my friends in a month, like, let's make a plan with them. Because I've seen that before with some of my friends. I'm like, okay, I know you have a boyfriend now, but like I am still here. Hello.
Yeah, I know. And especially in like the early days, I feel like if people start like
and it happens and you give them grace.
Oh,
like,
totally. And then they come back around and you're like, oh my God, we missed you.
Missed you. What's up? What's new?
Yeah, tell us.
It's so funny, like the arc of when your friend gets in a relationship, because when they're dating the person, you hear everything, right? Like you hear, oh my gosh, like he texted me this. Like you know everything. And then once they become boyfriend and girlfriend, then you know a little bit less. And then you really don't know anything about the relationship. They're just like dating.
You're right.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, you just don't really know about the ins and outs. Yeah, because in the beginning.
Because then it's private.
Yeah.
But at first, like, I'm like, oh my God, like, yeah, he ordered 3 drinks on the first date. Like, you know everything.
Yeah, he paid. Yeah. We're good. You know, like all the details. And then you don't talk about that stuff ever
and that's
again.
Normal. I just like think about it. It's so funny.
Yeah. It's like divulging like the information of your. Yeah. I feel like you're very good about being like, okay, I'm going to, you managing different like groups of friends and stuff and being like, oh, I haven't, seen these people in a minute and whatnot. It's an art.
It's an art. It was, I dealt, well, because when I learned it in college, I learned it at school. I didn't learn in school, but I always was really nervous because I only lived with one other person. Because you always had like a few roommates, right? Like, did you?
Well,
in
freshman year.
But I've always only had one roommate, and I always felt like that pressure. Not that Delaney ever put it on me, but I was always worried that,
Yeah.
you know, I didn't want her to feel lonely. She never expressed it to me. She was always the best. But I think from a young age, I was always worried about, okay, like I'm hanging out with Ryan tonight, but I'm gonna make sure to be home with Delaney tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I think that kind of, then my brain's just trained that way now.
Yeah.
So.
No, and I feel like once you got into your relationship, you kind of set that from the forefront, like that. It's like, hey, we're going to be two separate people, and then like we are in this relationship together, but like we are fully two people, you know?
Yeah.
No, and I feel like that was a good way of like setting it up, because it's hard once you get into something and you're attached and you're like, oh my God, now we do everything together to then separate. Like,
yeah, I feel like we both have a good balance of it. It's really nice because both of our partners like are busy, and it's
you have to. Oh my gosh,
that's why it allows you to have that time apart.
Date someone that has stuff going on.
Yeah, because you think like sometimes I'm like, oh, I wish Ryan could just like travel around with me everywhere.
Me too, but I think it would grow a relationship with a lot of resentment.
Totally,
I fear.
I believe
you do.
I believe. I mean, we've met people throughout the years, like, you know, maybe like their boyfriend like quits their job to help work with them, and that's amazing if you can figure it out. But I don't think I could do that. Yeah, at this point in my life. So. And Ryan certainly would not.
Yeah, I feel like if you have kids and stuff, it's different, because then you're like, okay, like we're a unit. Like you're like basically you're running a troop. Like you're literally running.
You're literally a troop, and it's so fun, and it's a family unit, whatever. But right now we're working on ourselves.
Yeah, we're just city kids running around.
We're just in our 20s being crazy. I think about that sometimes, how we're literally in like the prime age right now.
I know. We're gonna look back on these ones.
That's so cool.
In our 20s.
I know. I think about that a lot.
Core memories.
Yeah. Like we're like how old were they in Sex and the City? Like how were they supposed to be?
30, I think.
Okay.
That was the whole thing. It was like they were 30 in Sex and the City.
Yeah.
Like,
so don't worry. I love it. This was such a fun episode.
So great. If you guys are watching on YouTube, give us a big thumbs up.
Big thumbs up.
Subscribe.
Thumbs up. I cannot speak.
Follow Gals on the Go podcast. You guys can let us know what you thought about this episode on Instagram, and we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week, Gal Pals.
Gal Pals.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.